There we go. Hey, shalom, shalom. We are the Diligent Soldiers back with another lesson through the Spirit, another camp. And first and foremost, before we get started, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakodash. Want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS, Great Millstone, who teach us and rule well, taught us his truth. Salutation, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening, learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation to our fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, we want to say shalom.
Shalom.
We hope and pray that this camp lesson be edifying to the elect. So, hey, we might as well start off with saying, as Apostle Tahar coined this year, the hopeful year of deliverance and the hopeful year of destruction and judgment to Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And what a magnificent beginning of this year it already has been, and through the Spirit, I was telling these brothers, I put together a little, well, it's not really a little list, but somewhat of a list of some of the things, or a lot of the things that have been happening since the end of 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, right? And the beginning of this year, and I want to, get this precept real quick, and then I'll read through this list and get into the lesson, man, because this year could very well be the year that us brothers, sincere brothers and sisters, will be delivered, because Jacob's trouble is you could, if you've been paying attention, you could see all the framework, has been put together. All the laws have been passed. The MO to the TB is implemented.
Elder Apostle Tahar just did a lesson talking about the MOT to the B may come out in a few months.
Yeah, it's very likely. DJ Trump, he got the right people in position. Him and Elon are very close. You know what I'm saying? And Elon got the Neuralink. You know what I'm saying? And Biden put together the digital assets. He passed that law actually, I think it was 2 years ago, actually. Where they're gonna push forward digital assets and all these different things. So World War III is on the horizon. Sedition among men, that's been going on. They're coming up already, speaking out, against their leaders. So a lot of things a lot of prophecies are already coming out before our very eyes, man, coming to fruition, for lack of a better word, man. So let's start off with that, and I'll read this list, brother.
Right, this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Right. So many great miseries. That was it right on that, right?
Right.
Yeah. So many great miseries are coming to the world, man. Not only just Babylon, but to the world, man. So let's get right into this list real quick, man. So I know a lot of you brothers and sisters have heard about what happened in New Orleans, right? With the so-called T attack, 15 deleted. Then the Cybertruck explosion in Vegas in front of the Trump's Tower. The South Korean plane crashed around that same time, maybe shortly before that. 179 people deleted. There was a shooting outside of a New York club in Queens, where nobody got deleted, but a bunch of people got injured. Then there's been this mysterious fog, which people are saying it's a vid fog, right? And there people are getting sick and complaining about headaches, sore throats. There's talking about a like a polar, how do they say it? Almost like a polar vortex. I don't know if those are the words they use, but they said it's going to be extremely cold here in Babylon, aka America, and then in the next coming weeks.
Right, from coast to coast.
From coast to coast.
Not just out here in New England.
Right. Then they're talking about the bird FLU. They're talking about these. For you brothers and sisters, we're gonna start using if for you brothers too. I didn't get a chance to tell you. So when you talk about the D to the R to the O, N to the ES, right? Those, fake chariots out there, right? or whatever they was trying to say they were, right? People are,
Keywords.
yeah, they're calling them Dior bags, designer bags, right? They're saying that, dropping off certain things or whatever. So, well, that's so you brothers and sisters know when we say, we talk about a designer bag in the sky or whatever, or Dior bag, or Gucci bag, or what have you. That's the, what I'm saying, because YouTube is on that bullshit.
Right.
So we got to speak in code or whatever, so we can get this message out to you Israelites out
Right.
there, you sincere, hopeful elect out there.
Scripture speak about that. Be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove.
That's right, brother.
There's men out there that got a thing against men like GMS and fruits of GMS using keywords. Like instead of calling like Esau E, right? We call Esau all the time, but sometimes in the YouTube video, the brother want to call him E. When he writes
That's right.
But just for using keywords like that, or instead of saying the max, instead of saying with the V, we saying max, jump shot, venom shot, whatever. Other Pastor Hard was calling it some other things too.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's men out there got a problem with that. We just being wise as serpents, man, harmless as doves.
Right.
Using the word but not abusing it.
Right.
Jake is smooth like that.
Mm-hmm.
We're able to use keywords like that, man. Shit, at least do it on the left-handed side. We're doing it on the right hand using keywords, man.
Right.
And we telling you everything. We're not hiding nothing.
Right.
And our keywords sometimes got to change, man, because they on it.
Right. They'll be studying.
Yeah, even with our keywords, they take it down. That's how you know.
Right.
Brothers with like-minded, with GMS, man, is teaching the truth, man.
Right.
We have to change these words. East is on us.
Exactly. So we're, through the Spirit, we're doing our best to get the warning out there to you brothers and sisters out there of what's going on. But, the enemy, is constantly attacking, man, constantly taking down videos, constantly taking down channels, constantly giving strikes, constantly saying that, this message can only be heard in certain countries and all this bullshit, But we already know that, through the Spirit and power of Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi, we're doing the right thing because the devil hates what we're saying. So if anything that we say against them is a good thing, man.
Right.
Because they're fucking Satan, man. They're the adversary, man.
That's right.
So this is another point real quick. I'm almost done with the list. It says possible zombie outbreak is what's being said. And on top of that, there were military exercises. I don't know if I had told you, brothers, but I seen it. I meant to mention it to you, brothers, that were being conducted right around the same time in the case of, something like that happening, right? And then this was another article, and it says the CDC put out an alert for zombie demic. Now, what's interesting, right? And I actually have it on my phone. I can't remember the code, but there's a possible VIRUS, right? But brother says it's put it together. That could be lying dormant in this nanotech that could be released with the towers, the 5 to the G, at a certain frequency. They said around 18. I think it's megahertz. Megahertz or gigahertz. I think it's megahertz. It's a lower frequency or something like that, which would cause. I looked up that particular VIRUS, right? And it's when you read it, it actually makes people self-inflict harm, right? Harm themselves and harm others, and their vision gets impaired. They have cognitive problems like brain. They can't think straight, right? And for any brothers and sisters have ever seen the movie The Cell, right, with Samuel Jackson and oh my God, what's the dude's name? Who's
John Travolta?
No, God, what's his fucking name? I forget his name right now, but it's a white looking dude.
What movie?
The Cell. Yeah, I forget his name right now. But there's a scene at the beginning. Have you ever seen that movie?
Not sure. The Cell?
The Cell, yeah, The Cell, or maybe Cell. I think it's the cell, but and I'll just do a quick rundown for you brothers and sisters, because what's very interesting is what the guy, he's like a scientist that has been a whistleblower, right? The guy that brought this information out, and he didn't mention that movie, but I had seen the movie before.
Is it him?
No, this isn't it. Yeah, probably just put Cell. Yeah, I think it's maybe Cell. I think that's a different movie. Yeah, just Cell by itself. There it goes, John Cusack. So his character,
He played Clay Riddle.
right? So his character, John Cusack, right? He was basically, a quick synopsis. In that particular scene, right? He called his ex-wife because he wanted to see his son. His cell phone, right, died, so he had to use a payphone. Now there ain't even no goddamn payphones around here anymore, so that's like thing of the past.
Right.
This movie came out like the early 2000s or something like that. 2000. Oh damn, wasn't even long. Okay, so 2016. So apparently there was still a couple of payphones around or whatever. But he's inside the airport. All of a sudden, the call drops on his payphone, and then he starts looking around, and all the people that got a phone to their ear, they start bugging out, foaming at the mouth, falling, going crazy, right?
Oh, right. I heard about this.
Yeah.
Said at the airport.
Yeah, at the airport,
Yeah.
right? And there was a sound that was that you could hear over the phone, and they started bugging out.
Yeah.
And he didn't bug out because he didn't have a fucking phone.
Right.
But when you think about that, and also the juicy juice
as well,
or the juicy juice, that tech that's in people,
right,
connecting them, you know what I'm saying? Just speaking as a man, that's very well a way that they can cause these different so-called demics.
I mean, if you've seen what Amalek did, right, to the people in the Ishmaelites with the cell phone, it's not far off, man.
Yes, exactly. Great point. Exactly.
They got the TMT phones over there.
Right. Exactly. And in that movie, they showed they was acting like zombies, man. Straight up. Like this signal went off, and they showed this Jake. I mean, a lot of stuff happened, but in one of the scenes, this Jake was a chef, and he had this big ass fucking butcher knife, and like that particular VIRUS, it talks about self harm and inflicting harm on others. He started bugging out. His eyes were all crazy looking. He had this big ass butcher knife. He's fucking stabbing himself as he's chasing somebody else. He stabs this nigga, and then he chases the main character, trying to stab him, and he gets, the dude kills the Jake or whatever. And then there's a Edomite chick, her friend. She was she had the phone to her head, but her friend didn't. Her friend bugged out. She got taken out, deleted, and then her friend took her friend's phone. The other friend took the friend that's deceased phone, put it, I gotta call the police, put it to her phone, to her head, and she bugged the hell out.
Yeah.
And then she ran. She's like, oh, she went crazy, ran over to the fucking wall, gong, and just fucked her whole shit up, bro. Like, what the fuck? It was crazy. It was crazy. And that particular VIRUS, they mentioned things like that to it, not specifically, but like I said, self-harm and harming of others, man.
Right. You know what reminds me too? We got that technology, right? To I'm gonna paraphrase it, like the Mortal Kombat Ultra M to the K, right? Which is a government program to manipulate the minds of the people, man.
Absolutely.
So they already have frequencies and things of that nature to make you do things that normally wouldn't do. And that's why I believe personally, the school hit 'em ups is going on.
Right. And so another one real quick to prove the Lord is visiting this place, right? Because all of these things are happening. Today's the 5th, right?
Today is, let me see.
Yeah,
the 5th.
So 5 days in. Today, I was telling this brother, and I don't know, did I tell you? I know I meant to tell you if I didn't tell you. In Colombia, the country of Colombia, a bus crash deleted 13 people. The bus was driving, and this was the lesson I was gonna do today, and maybe Lord's well, maybe we do it later or something. It mentioned that they were headed to a Catholic church that worship Mary,
Mm.
which there's no scriptures that say we're supposed to worship Yahawashi's mother.
Right.
So I believe through the Spirit, the Lord was like, nah. And there was probably a bunch of Jakes on there. You know what I'm saying?
The Lord said He's a jealous power.
Exactly, brother.
So,
exactly.
And on top of it, you gonna worship a woman?
On top of
The
that,
scriptures clearly say that to give not thy strength unto a woman, lest it destroyeth kings.
right?
Hey man, now that you bring it up, Colombia, right, and their neighbor Brazil, which they're both Asher, had a similar judgment when they paraded the streets with dragging Jesus, as they would call him.
Yeah.
Right, and then the Lord brought a flood through the whole town, man.
There you go. Right. So the Lord ain't with that, that Queen of Heaven worship and shit. Yeah, and idolatry, man. There's only one power, man.
That's right.
You know, and it's the last one that I got before we can start going into these different parts. There's a new VIR US in China, which sounds very eerily similar
That's right.
to 2019, man.
Right.
2019er, man. So we could, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. Can you get that real quick?
It's no,
You don't mind?
it's no coincidence that Dr. Death has a office over there.
Right. Can you get it in the one of your brothers in the what is it, the NLT? Yeah, I think it's the NLT. NLT or the NIV. I think it's the NLT. And it says outsmart us.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it? The water.
2 Corinthians 2 and what?
11.
11, right?
Yep.
Book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 2, verse 11, the NLT. So that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes.
Right. We are familiar with his evil schemes, man.
Right.
This starting off at the top of the list, right? The one of the major events that happened on the first, actually 3 hours, I believe it was at 3 a.m. January 1st, so-called New Year. The New Orleans attack happened, and a lot of information has been coming out, and I read an article earlier that they're worried, Esau, these different law agencies, that there's going to be a lot of mock attacks moving forward. So if that's the case, you could see how they're going to use these events to justify martial law, locking down. So you have in Cotton Swab, right, of the WEF, right? He mentioned, I believe it was last year, the beginning of last year, 2024, the poly crises, right? Poly meaning many, crises, right? Many disasters. So you're talking about this China thing going on, VIR US. You have these T attacks. You have these plane crashes, right? You have sedition among men. You have different people speaking out against the powers that be, right? So which goes into censorship, and you have the CHIP coming in. So there's a lot of things. These different talks about how they want to use carbon credits, and this bird FLU, so they have to cull a bunch of birds and the cows, right? Because the cows can possibly get it too, and then it could go from. Huh? Oh yeah, no, yeah, we're not smoking, bro. And all these different things are happening, simultaneously, man. Which shows that the world is leading, it's going in a destructive direction, for lack of a better word. Matter of fact, if you can, bro, what you got? Oh, you had.
Oh yeah, I had
Oh yeah, I think you had read it. Can you read send I will send plagues. Was that second Ezra 9?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
As he did in Egypt.
Yeah, as before, right. I was in plagues upon Egypt as before, right. Because also, brothers and sisters, there's famines, on the rise. The scripture as in Matthew 24, Yahawashi said there should be earthquakes in diverse places. So all the signs are leading to Esau's downfall, man.
The second Ezra is 9 and the second Ezra is 9.
Yeah, I think
You're smiling when you walk away.
I think it was second Ezra 9.
Oh, it's second Ezra is 53:9.
Oh, 15.
It's the second Ezra chapter 15, verse 49. I will send plagues upon the widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. If I may say something real quick,
Of course.
on the widowhood part, right? Esau does that. He's doing it right now. He's sending men from the tribes of Asher to fight the Ukrainian war.
Yeah.
And also sending men from China and all
I got it right here. Oh, I got it right here too. So, can you say that again? I got it over there too. Yeah.
Well, as far as where it says, I will send plagues upon the widowhood, right? Esau does that, right? He'll send the men out of a country to destabilize a country, right? He's using Asher's men in the Ukrainian war right now. He's using, and Russia's using the North Korean, no, it's not the North Koreans, and the U.S. is using the South Koreans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we gain a lot of widowhood through these wars and not only pestilence as well.
That's right, bro.
Says, I'll read it from the top. Second Ezra 15, verse 49. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death.
Right. So all these plagues that were sent on ancient Egypt are sent to spiritual Sodom and Egypt. And I didn't get a chance to watch the video. I was getting ready for camp today. But a brother had posted, I just seen his title. He said there are many reasons why the Lord will destroy this place just as in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, man.
Right.
And the other 3 cities, man.
You know what happened recently? Trump put I think it was tariff or restrictions on Canada. And Canada's doing it back. Like, yo, I thought we was
I thought you were allies, right?
Yeah, I thought we was allies.
Right.
Now the man that was set by you, right? What was there in Obadiah, the one that was at peace with you?
All right, yep. They have later yeah, can you grab right. And that's beautiful. That's another prophecy, right? Because it talks about the nation shall hate the whore. The ones that were at peace with you, as a brother's gonna get, But these other nations, right? The 10 toes, man.
Yeah, I'm in
right.
now.
And it's as it talks about in Daniel, the 10 toes, partly strong and partly weak, man. We're seeing Esau's system literally systematically be crumbled right before our very eyes, man. They're fighting even within this country. And what did Yahawashi say? A kingdom divided shall not stand. And the brother I believe is not Kazakh, the elder from GMS Vegas. He brings out that scripture. It says a kingdom divided by civil war shall not stand, man.
Right.
That's another thing that's coming.
Look at what happened to that cyber truck, detonation stuff, man.
Right. That dude had a manifesto, they said. We don't know how true it is or not, because what was funny, right? Going into how Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the whole their race is being exposed, and shameful spewing is being put on their glory, right? They're being exposed every time they do something, right? One of the things that in that article that I was reading, it was talking about that. It said that the manifesto and his passport, no, not his passport. Yeah, the manifesto was found, something else was found in there, in the truck that exploded, in perfect condition, and it sounded exactly like the 911 shit when they found the passport. It's like, how the fuck is that possible? Right, yeah, exactly. How is that possible? Everybody seen the explosion. That shit was fucked up, man. Like,
Right.
He was, but he was,
melted steel. The fuck is
yeah,
it gonna melt ice for?
right. And the dude himself was burnt to unrecognition. He was burnt to a fucking crisp, but yet this shit is still there in the same areas. Come on, man. Miss us with that bullshit. And that's Esau. They're being sloppy with it, man.
Right.
The Lord
Sometimes
is
they purposely leave, so like they
right,
purposely leave crumbs and shit like that. Like, they try to tie in the Tesla to the Trump, sending a message. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
That's them divided against themselves, man.
right, exactly.
Trying to off
'Cause-
each other off.
right, because their own tongue is falling upon themselves. Their own people, insiders, and every day, every single day, there's some insider speaking out against one of these elites, man. Faithfully, it's been going on for shit really since 2020. You know what I'm saying? When that whole scam, D to the E to the I to the D to the E MIC, right, came about. They had insiders from these different pharmaceutical companies, different nurses, different doctors. They deleted different doctors and nurses, pharmaceutical people, because of these things. So hey, they're being exposed, man.
I got a precept.
The Lord said He'll make Esau bare, man.
Daniel 12:4.
Mm.
But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end.
Mm.
Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
Right. Knowledge is indeed being increased, man. These devils have said that, creating the internet was like the worst thing they could ever did.
That's right.
Because all the truth came through the unicorn.
That's right.
You got it, bro.
And that book was shut down at one point. Right?
Mhm.
The scripture said the Lord told Daniel to shut the book. But now that book has been opened.
Right.
That wisdom and knowledge from the scriptures has been opened, and the Lord has allowed the elect to obtain it.
Right.
And now the Lord is sealing the elect. And this word is being preached out through all four corners of the earth.
Right.
Meaning the end is nigh.
That's right, brother.
This is the end time. The end is nigh. And knowledge is increasing on all sides, left-handed and right-handed.
Right.
This is why all this technology is being created, right? What the brother was speaking about, with the venom, right? Also with the phones, with the five to the G or the 6 to the G, or smart dust. You know what I mean?
Which they were saying is in the
Mhm.
fog and all
In the
that
fog
shit.
and all that shit,
All
you know
type
what I
of
mean?
shit going on.
Knowledge is definitely being increased, on the left hand, and also the Lord is putting the spirit on these Edomites to reveal themselves. And like the brother was mentioning, that's why you got the Alex Jones, you got the what is it called, the redemption, or not the redemption? What's that?
Redacted.
Redacted.
Yep. Redacted.
Well,
Right.
I also heard.
Redacted.
Right.
I also heard that they're using the do, right, on their own military personnel.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right. They're testing out just like they've done in the past, man.
Right.
They'll like the scriptures say, he that is evil to himself, to whom shall he do good?
I got that Obadiah too.
Oh yeah, if you could bring that up.
All right, this is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Right. So why are they doing these things? Well, because America, Babylon, right, the great, has been wicked, right? The hammer of the earth has been doing evil even onto their own allies. That whole Nord Stream pipeline shit, that fucked up the Germans over there. Germans, they're allies of America. So why would you do some fucked up shit like that to somebody you call a friend? You know what I'm saying? And that's why these other nations are like, you know what? Fuck Babylon. And they're gonna come up against it. And like it says in Jeremiah, what's that, 50? It says, set yourselves in array, all ye that bend the bow. All these nations that have these nuclear capabilities are going to come up against this whore, man. And that's why it's going to be utterly burned with fire, man.
Not only that, right? When the U.S., when Babylon pushes things like pokes the bear, then the bear gets dangerously close to the allies, and they're not with it. They're going to turn their back on them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because not only that, they getting hurt because they're not going to be able to get more resources to their countries. They're going to turn their back because they got to protect their own people.
Right. And that's why the scriptures say, how does it say? It will be they will be a guard
Right.
Right. If you can grab that, brother. You got something?
Yeah, I got
Con.
something. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9.
There you go.
Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Right. So all these different, different nations that were once, weak, compared to America and its Babylon and its military power, they're now, instead of spending more and more money on agriculture, farming, and different things of that nature, they're putting their money into, building up military weapons, man. I mean, these nations. Oh, go ahead.
Just real quick. And what military weapon allows you to stand? What's that saying? On the same
playing field. Right.
Field with America. Right. So what weaponry allows you to stand in the same playing field with America?
Yep.
The only weaponry that allows you to do that is nuclear weaponry.
Exactly.
And the Lord, like I read earlier, right? The Lord is increasing the knowledge. The Lord's putting the spirits on these sciences, on these Edomites. And even if these nations can't do it, they're buying weaponry from America. America's such a demon that they'll buy these. They'll sell them
their own destruction.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy.
They'll sell these weapons to these other nations just to be used on them.
Right.
But all these nations, all these weak nations, like the brother's saying, their military is being increased with nuclear weaponry, man. Their arsenal is being filled up with nuclear weaponry.
Right.
Those now they're on the same playing field.
Right. And those nuclear capabilities is the ultimate equalizer, man. That shit makes Babylon. Hold on. Just all right. Hold your horses. No need to get all get your pennies in a bunch. Hold on. We can talk about this. That's what they was never doing that before.
Right.
They was like, oh fuck, I don't care what you say.
That's right.
You better get down or lay down. Now these other nations got the same shit. Oh, hold on. It's no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Hold on.
The movie Don't Be a Menace, but the parody one.
Yeah.
Where the nigga put
like
whip
drinking your juice in the
yeah.
You got a problem.
You got a problem. He pulls out a weapon. And the other nigga pulls out a big one, and then the other guy pulls out a big. I think he brought out a missile.
He brought a missile out. Yeah, a missile.
And the nigga brings it like a truck, lifts it up, and it's a real missile. He's like, I said, do we have a problem?
And they read it. It said USSR. They what the fuck? No. You got it. But that's Esau don't respect nothing but power, man. So that's how these nations got to come up against him, man.
That's right.
You know what he did when he landed those ICBs, and they went in rapid succession, man. You couldn't have stopped those.
No,
it was 10 times the speed of sound.
Right, and the beautiful thing is that Putin is challenging America, man, challenging Babylon, man, because Putin's, I forget what he basically said in so many words. He knows that he can shoot a missile, and they can't stop it, man.
Right.
The technology that
and I think he mentioned something that it can't even be detected.
Can't even be detected. It's so goddamn fast.
Yeah.
That by the time they see it, it's probably about to hit. Right. Like, oh shit.
Tell that to American, and we're like, not my goddamn America.
Yeah.
My America was
right. It's America. Yeah. Right. Like, nah, man, your America's going the fuck down, man. Shit is weak, man.
I got that.
Oh god, yeah.
The guard.
Right. So these other nations, you think about the BRICS, for example, right? Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa.
Right.
These nations, and now a bunch of other nations are coming, and they're together, forming their own currency, so they don't have to rely on the fiat currency of America, man. The petrodollar, the dollar that was based on oil in America. So the dollar is collapsing, and now these other nations, like, you know what, giving the middle finger to America, like, man, fuck you. We don't have to deal with you. We could deal with our own shit. Which America, what was it after World War II? It was once the Federal Reserve was established.
Right.
And they
right around 1950s, right?
Something like that. I forget exactly what year, but it was like, yeah, right around the end of World War II.
Right when
shortly
when
after
the
that.
small hatters got their land.
Right around the late 1940s, something around right around that time. I think the Federal Reserve was
was created
19.
in December 23, 1913.
Okay, but they established power. I think it was through the small hats. Forgive me, brother, since I haven't went over that history in a little bit.
1913, the Federal Reserve System is born by December 23rd, 1913, when the President Woodrow Wilson signed the Federal Reserve Act into law. It stood as a classic example of compromise, a decentralized central bank that balanced the competing interests of private bank and populist settlements. So December 23, 1913.
Can you get when I think it was not Reagan. Was it Reagan? They left off the Federal Reserve. They left off the gold standard. That's when it was. I think it was when they left off the gold standard. I think it was it Nixon?
I think so. I think Nixon went on the Vietnam 70s.
Yeah, something like that.
Before him.
Because George Bush Sr. was early 80s.
Was it Carter?
I forget. It's like your brother says. We're just trying to, since we, the scriptures talk about prove all things. We're not just out here just speaking to speak.
The United States abandoned the gold standard in 1971.
Well,
that was Nixon. Yeah.
That's why he went to Vietnam too.
Right. Roosevelt departed.
In March 1933 as well. Apart from the gold standard.
Well, Lord's will, we can do a more in-depth lesson on that, about the currency and everything.
Yeah, the Nixon shock was the effect of a series of economic measures, including wage and price freezes, surcharges on imports, and the unilateral cancellation of the direct international convertibility of the United States dollar to gold.
There's one of them here. There's a bunch of different dates.
Yeah.
From 1870 to 1920s, from 1920s to 1932, and as well from 1944 to 1971.
Right. Because there was definitely once, and I've heard different brothers speak about it as well. When Hiroshima and Nagasaki happened too, that gave the hammer of the earth, America, even more pull in the earth, because the other nations were scared of America, as the brother had read in Joel, the 3rd chapter, man, but now these nations are coming up against the hammer of the earth and not standing for it anymore, man.
Right.
And now all the unrighteous dealings that America, Babylon the Great, has done amongst their own allies, these other nations, the 10 toes, are separating, man, and Yahawashi said it himself, a kingdom divided cannot stand. And, as this beast system is continuing to be divided more and more every day, in the country, the people against the rulers of this world, this evil, current, wicked world, continues to be put on Front Street, it's only leading further and further to their downfall. Because even Esau himself understands that concept of divide and conquer, man. So the Lord is making it that all these people are divided, so it'll be even easier to conquer them, because there's no unified front anymore. But even though the Lord don't need it, but it's beautiful to watch, these devils fight each other, and ultimately the curses go on to these devils, man, because us having the evil eye towards each other prior to this truth, and what 2/3 of our people still have, a lot of these Edomites are having the evil eye towards each other. Heavy. You got the right wingers versus the left wingers. You got the liberals versus the conservatives. You got the Edomites that are, how does the scripture go when it talks about they'll seek to please. Slocky, I'll try to remember how it goes, but it talks about they're gonna try to, certain Edomites are gonna try to please Jake's. Yeah, Khan. They seek to please the poor because they want some mercy. And then you got the other ones that are gonna go gun ho, as they say in the world, balls to the
I
wall
got it.
to the end. Got it, bro.
Job 20:10. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods.
Right. So there's gonna be certain Edomites that are gonna be like, oh, we're so sorry for everything we've done, and seek to appease, Jake, because they know that destruction's coming to them.
I know Jakes that say, "Oh, Esau came to my country and did this, and that, helped out my parents, blah blah blah." And I come to America and my own people, and they won't even say like their own like so-called race,
Right.
but they'll be like, "But blacks and Latinos treated me like this." I mean, but in my country, they like,
Right.
I know this guy. He's Cambodian. This dude fucking loves Edomites, and he's out here talking about that they went to his country, Cambodia, helped out, and they helped out his parents. But he comes out here, and out here blacks are looking at him. I'm like, he's mad that that black is the head tribe. When Cambodians, most likely the ones that are Israelites, they're also from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
But that's that evil eye.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
Right.
they looking at Esau like God because he came to their town and did a couple good deeds.
Right.
What does scripture say? If he do good, he do it unwillingly.
Right.
Come on, now the Lord put the spirit
And the
on
gift
you.
destroyed the heart.
The
Right.
Lord put the spirit on them to do, certain so-called good deeds,
Right.
if you will, man. Their children is trying to please the poor and restore their goods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right. It wasn't the Vietnam War over. They're trying to take their gold or whatever
And
from Vietnam.
Right.
The Vietnam's right next to Cambodia. The Cambodian Rouge, whatever it was, the civil war could have been very well started by Amalek and behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Made those people come over here. Made the men come over here, and then they took their gold.
I'm sure if we was go over the history, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I know Vietnam had a lot to do with the poppy fields and all that shit too.
Amalek put his nose and his foot where it don't belong.
Right. They got Asian gold, which is two times stronger than 14 karat gold.
Right. Oh, can you get that real quick? Oh, you already had some, right?
I had that Gomer was a guard.
Oh, kind. Can you get what's that, Micah? What's that? 2 and 1? They covet fields and take them by violence. Kind. And as his brother, has what we were just speaking about with the bear, Russia. These other nations are cleaving on to Russia because Russia's a powerhouse, man. If you look at Russia on the map, that's a big ass fucking country, man.
One of the biggest.
You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest. And they got power, man. They got might. And then you got China. And they got allies. They got China. They got India. That's in league with them.
And India's got some of the wealthiest people in the world by per capita.
Right.
Right. As far as the people go, even in the U.S., Indians make more money as a household than any other nation, even Edomites sometimes.
Right. Exactly. Even inside this own country, this country. Right.
They're mostly doctors.
Even Ishmael.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ishmael too.
Yeah.
Ishmaelites got.
Oh my God, they got that.
They got oil money.
They got that Arab money.
Arab money. You got
I was looking at an interview with what's his name? Joe Rogan and Elon Musk, because they cool buddies and shit.
Yeah, he be up there all the time.
He be there all the time.
Yeah.
And
he
was saying like. He said that he's like, yeah, like you see Bill Gates or myself, like I think they were billionaires, and I may be I don't remember too well, but the main point, right? I'm roughly paraphrasing, but the main point that he was saying, like you might look at a billionaire and be like, oh, this dude is living it, but he said that he has met men that were Arabs, right, and their money, they're trillionaires, bro, and he said you will never know, but the way they live, it said it's like on a whole, and this is Elon Musk, a fucking billionaire,
right?
Talking about the way that these Arabs live, like you will never know, but they're fucking shit, and they live so fucking like wealthy. Like, if I find it, I'll show you, brothers.
Right.
But it just show you like all these other nations, man. They living in this. Like,
Oh yeah.
The Arabs, the Indians, they doing well for themselves,
right?
Man.
Which makes perfect sense of why Psalms 83 had to happen, man. Why they was Confederate against the nation of Israel, because when we're on top, all of them are on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? But as long as we're at the bottom, all of them can flourish.
You know what? There's an illusion right now in the world that we're still like We are still on top, you know what I'm saying, by power wise, but money wise, the people are poor as hell. When you go to Japan, their subways are like advanced. Their fucking buses, like Dubai, their streets are lit up. It's like everything's brand new. We won't see cracks like this over there.
Right.
I get what you're saying. Like there's in America, there's wealthy places. They got nice towns, nice gated communities. They got certain places that you could tell it differently too when you're in the hood, or when you go to like these cities that they're a little nicer, more taken care of, a little cleaner. They don't compare to places like the brother was saying, like in Japan.
They'll show you that.
You go to Dubai. Even though Dubai just had a major crisis, they had like a major flood out there, and everything was being fucked up.
They'll probably fix that shit.
All praises to Yahawashi.
Crazy Yahawashi.
You know what I mean? But this American reality, America, shit, we fucking out here. We hurting, man. Even these. Think about it, right? The social class, right? Lower class, middle class, and upper class. Middle class has been erased.
Right.
Now lower class and middle class are the same fucking class. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of
working poor.
The rise of homelessness is skyrocketing. You see a lot of so-called white men now being homeless, or so-called white men, so-called white women being homeless. And this is their land, right? America, fucking, we got inflation, hyperinflation is right around the corner. Fucking everything, the taxes is being raised, everything's getting more expensive, right? That's going into hyperinflation, right? And America's sending fucking billions of dollars to other countries when all you need is a couple billions to stop hunger out here.
Yeah.
Like, all you need is a couple billions to fucking fix all the fucking roads out here.
Right.
But they sending it to other places. America is, that's how you know. How can America print this money to help other countries, but not to help their own country? Proving that this fucking Federal Reserve, their currency, is all bullshit, man. And what it's doing is just making the nation of America be in more debt, putting us into more in a deeper hole, if you will, putting us in the lower state. And sooner or later, that's why chaos is coming. It's going chaos is coming to the point where the economy is going to completely shatter, where they're going to have to bring in the sea hit, man.
Not only that, the military power too, because that's what they passed that law that civilians could get touched.
Right. Because they're going to be the sedition among men, invading one another because of the lack of bread. But it's
sure, man.
Right, and it's like, and I'll let you get that in a second, bro. Gone, and it's like, I was speaking to my wife and my son the other day. We were just talking about basically what the brother was just talking about with the whole shit with Ukraine, fucking Biden rushing to fucking give Ukraine another fucking, what was it, 17 billion, some fucking ridiculous amount of money. 71, I don't know which way it was, but mad money that they could have gave to the people of
and that's how
America.
That's how you can tell that people are so asleep, bro. Like they know they're being affected by it, but they're not doing nothing.
Right.
They're all asleep.
Right, because this shit should be fucking lit the fuck up with people fucking this shit up, man.
I mean,
bro, 70s. At least doing that.
Look at the 70s, when they went to war in Vietnam, the whole city streets were flooded.
Right. Exactly. They was against that shit.
Still TikToking.
Yeah, they ain't worried about shit. They know what's happening, but they're like,
it's that frog in the fucking pot.
Yeah, exactly.
They wait until that it's too late, man.
Right.
And they already got the fork pointed at you ready, man.
Yep. And it's like,
trying to hop off that pot, you know what I'm saying? They already got that law passed, man. They're gonna touch you.
Right. And I was, we were talking about how thinking about it on a simple level, right? With this whole them giving all these funds over to these other countries and shit before they help their own. That's like having, a couple children that haven't eaten in a day or two. You got a loaf of bread. So you give them a slice of bread for 2 children, but you're going to give your neighbor who you don't even fucking know the rest of the loaf of bread. What sense is that? You're going to feed them before you feed your own fucking family? Like, who does that?
That's how you know he's a wicked ass.
Yeah, he's a wicked ass fucking shit.
You're taxing them.
And you're taxing them on top of that. You gave them a slice of bread and taxed them both.
What's the shit? 3 slices back from
Right.
You gave them a loaf.
Right. but you gave this nigga a loaf with no tax. The rest of it's bullshit, man.
Yeah. And listen, man, and ultimately, Esau's such a devil that we know that even the people out there in Ukraine, because they're Edomites too. We know that the people out there, they're not what's the word? They're not flourishing off the money that the U.S. sent to them, right? The government's taking it all.
Right.
The government's taking it all, using it for whatever the hell. They're taking it for whatever the hell. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, God.
I don't know if I don't know if he's talking to us.
I don't know.
He look
Yeah,
like he's
just
looking in our
just
direction.
ignore him. Yeah.
Bro's gotta be wise, man.
Right.
You know?
We know all these different. Oh yeah. A lot of spirits out here, man. But you know, that's just another. Whoa, can you get that real
We're
quick,
just
brother? If you
talking
don't
about
mind?
that too.
Yeah.
Man.
What, Micah?
As is the king, so are the people.
Right, man. Because man, they don't give a fuck about their people.
They don't give a
the
fuck.
Brother said that, man. We have an increase of homelessness.
Right.
Not only that, we have an increase of homeless. They're trying to brush it behind the rug and push the homeless so you can't see them.
You're right. Yeah, they push them into different corners of the cities, and to try to act like it's not happening.
Right.
Yo, that nigga, as soon as he left past us, he stopped.
Right.
But when he was over there screaming, no bullshit, we made eye contact. So I'm like, yo, is this nigga screaming at us?
Right.
Like, what? And look, now he's looking like he's calm.
He's calm. Yep.
You see, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's always
the demons jumping on these niggas.
Right. Once they feel the demons know who we are,
right,
man.
the demons know who we are.
They see the angels around us.
You don't even know why he was just tripping right now.
Yeah, I can hear him a little bit. I think I hear him.
Coming back around.
Oh, he's probably coming back over there. But yeah, we'll just do the same,
I got that Sirach 2, 10
yeah,
and 2.
Bring that up.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes.
What it say at 1? Yeah, so I probably start at 1. I don't know.
The book of Ecclesiastes, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Right. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of the prudent is well ordered. This place is completely out of order, man.
Right.
Completely out of order, man.
Right.
As the scriptures say, the Lord bringeth up one and raises up one and bringeth down another, and in due time he will set over one that is profitable, man.
That's right.
Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and these heathen nations are not profitable to anything. All they do is destroy, man. And the proof is in the pudding, man. All you gotta do is look. Don't take our word for it. Just go around any fucking city in Babylon and tell me what you see, man. Don't go around the ritzy Edomite neighborhoods. Go to where the people. Here we are in the chief place of concourse downtown, man. This shit's fucked up out here, man. The poor animals are suffering. They got
divided.
Yeah, the people are divided, man. Nobody even knows how to fucking make eye contact. They're all weird and shit. This place is goofy, man. And that's why it's gonna be destroyed, man. This place's sins have reached on to heaven.
That's right. There's nothing but confusion out
Nothing
here.
but confusion.
We see hella sodomites out here.
Oh my God.
We see a lot of Jakes that are sodomite. We see Jakes being bugged out.
Yeah. This place is truly the mother of harlots, man. You could worship whatever you want. You could be whatever you want. You could do whatever you want. And God forbid somebody says anything to you, they want to throw you under the fucking jail and say it's hate speech and all this type of shit, man.
Right. It's spiritually Sodom and Egypt.
Right. Come on, bro.
I'm gonna continue.
Yeah, come
on. Ecclesiastes 10 and 1, Sirach 10 and 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself.
Mm-hmm.
As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of men the ruler of the city is. Such are all they that dwell therein.
Right. So you think about, I always, I give this example about different, bosses that I had, different jobs, right? When you have
never call another man boss.
Well, you know what I'm saying. But different, what's a better word? Supervisors or
higher ups.
Yeah, you're who you work for, right? Your employer. I know. But yeah, it's better to say it a better way. Employer. Different employers that I had, right? Different people that you work for, right? When your employer operates a certain way, actually cares about their employees and the employees feel appreciated, they actually go the extra mile for their employer, right? If the employer actually, I'll put it this way, right? I work with my father-in-law, my wife's father, when we were doing a project for this some Edomite, but he wanted a little office space, so we had to fix it up for him, put up the drywall and do the ceiling for him and all that good stuff, right? So my father-in-law knew how to do construction and everything, so I was pretty much under him. You know what I mean? He was the one that got the job, but he was paying me to help him. You know what I'm saying? So he was my employer, and every day, we would link up, and for lunch, we'd have a couple, he calls them sips, but a couple nips, a couple shots or whatever,
Yeah,
and he would buy me lunch.
I like to call it juice.
Yeah, a little happy juice or whatever, little happy juice.
Or like we say in Spanish, juguito.
right.
Juguito,
Right.
Juice.
And he would buy me lunch every day. But everything that he asked me is my father-in-law.
Word.
But even like with my uncle and even some people that I didn't know, they was like that treated me good. And then you brothers know what I'm talking about. You don't even mind going the extra mile for them because they always make sure they took care of you, man. Right. And if this society was ran that way, that's how the kingdom of heaven is going to be. Right. But if this society was ran that way, the people would not be, well, what the scripture say? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Right. But when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. So we already know who's in authority because ain't nobody fucking happy in this bitch-ass place, man.
And if they are, right, it's a false state of happiness, right?
It's a facade, man.
It's actually a wicked spirit of mirth instead of a pure spirit of joy.
Right, when they're actually happy.
What I mean?
Right.
Because it's like whatever mirth you're doing is just trying to fulfill the lust of the flesh,
right? Which
is drugs, sex, money, alcohol. That type of
that Roman spirit,
right?
Right.
That spirit of mirth,
right?
Living it up, trying to be merry, all these feasts, all these holidays. It's all a false, because all these people they might say that they happy and they living it up, but in reality, we still going through the fucking all these like bills, rent.
Yeah.
All these bills that we gotta pay. Financial crisis. Is
right.
What I meant to say. We all going
all these
through
infirmities.
A lot of people, they it's like, damn, do I got enough for gas? Should I be going over here?
Right.
Do I got enough to go to the grocery store? So we have all these. So yeah, you might be celebrating all these holidays and shit, having all these feasts, getting drunk, getting poom or whatever. But it's all a false sense of joy. It's not a pure sense
mirth of the land
joy.
ceases.
Like when the kingdom's gonna be established.
Right.
Once the wicked is taken out of power. Right. And the Lord sets up the men that He has set up to be a prophet out here in the house of power. Once the Lord set them up to be the new rulers and judges of the world to come under Yahawah Bahasham, then you're gonna see how there's gonna be a true pure sense of joy, right? Like the scripture says, all the tears shall be wiped away.
Right.
No more living in poverty. No more pain and aches. And I'm speaking to first and foremost to you Israelites. Now don't get it twisted. These other nations, at first, they're gonna be slavery, man. Mm-hmm. First and foremost, Esau, Edom, and they're gonna feel our wrath. A lot of these heathens, right? They're gonna be used as an example, so that the rest of the people know not to go against the men of the Lord and not to go against Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. But ultimately, after those 1,000 years, and then we allow them to go back to their land, they're gonna be happy praising Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
Right.
Think about it. Just in the aspect that once Esau's taken out, you're gonna have pure water. Mm-hmm. When was the last time you drank pure water? Right, you're gonna have pure oxygen. Right, no more GMOs, pure food, meats, and all these necessities. Right, like the scripture says that there's things that were created for mankind, like salt, wheat. All these things now are polluted. So imagine having all pure food. And this is all pure fabrics, right? Not mixed. All pure music, no low vibration.
Right.
Think about this shit, man.
Actually being happy.
Everything that Esau created and that he inspired these other nations, or these other nations created, and then were in cahoots with Esau, and there were tradesmen going back and forth, just increasing their wealth. with stuff that polluted the whole earth, all that's gonna be taken out.
Right.
You will never see no more pollution, no more buildings or companies throwing all that smoke into the atmosphere.
Right. No more polluted water,
Right.
dumping
So the
oil
whole
in there and
world
shit.
is gonna be
Right.
in that true joy.
Right.
You know, imagine living long now, being healthy. You won't even have to work out. Just by the food you eat, you're gonna be in shape.
Right. It actually nourishes
You
your
know
body.
what I mean,
right.
bro? So come on, man. The whole world's in a state of mourning right now.
Can you get 3 and 4 on that, bro?
I'm gonna continue. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people.
Right. An unwise king. Now, so we got the first part. What a righteous king is, what would be doing. Right. Now we're talking about an unwise king, right?
That's right. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in the authority, the city shall be inhabited. Verse 4, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
Right. So the unwise king is going to be put down, man, as it says in 2 Ezra 6 and 9, man. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man.
That's right, brother.
And all creation, including the heathen, are yearning for a righteous kingdom, man, because this shit ain't it, man. This ain't it.
This ain't it.
This ain't it, man. This shit is fucking whack, man.
Definitely is not, man.
Why are they talking about, increase of drug use, increase of people deleting themselves, an increase of people deleting others, sedition among men, people are just angry, people are depressed, sadness just in general, even amongst children, is increasing. People aren't even having children. Where's the joy of having a child? Right? People don't want to have a child because it's so fucking hard to survive by just living by your fucking self.
Right.
You gotta damn near live. You gotta have roommates. You can't have a fucking place by yourself. I heard the other day here in Boston for a 1 bedroom, it's like fucking $3,100, man. Fucking crazy. Who the fuck has money? You know what I'm saying?
You gotta work just to pay for babysitting.
Just for God forbid if you have a child. Yeah, exactly. The babysitting is like $2,000 a month.
Right.
Like $500 a week, man. Yeah, you might as well just stay there with your child and y'all just living. Yeah, this place is through, man.
You can't make it.
Yeah, you can bring that out.
I can't. What was it?
I think it's Isaiah 24, but it says the mirth of the land is gone. And these people, let me just let the scripture speak, and then I'll break it down. This nigga got some shorts on. This fucking Esau, man. Goodness gracious.
Here it is. Isaiah 24:8. The mirth of tabrets ceases. The noise of them that rejoice ended.
The noise of them that rejoice endeth, man. We just went through Thanksgiving. Yeah, Esau's crazy, man. Yeah, he's fucking weird. As if he's a nigga. This nigga's wearing shorts, but we're the weird, we're the weird ones. It's fucking, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The fucking buffoon over here.
Yeah, go pay. And he's paying his ticket.
Right.
We ain't gonna say that.
Right, just pay your ticket and get out of here. You fucking weirdo. Right, yeah, you got
max out your credit card.
Yeah, do whatever, man. Live it up, fucking bum. Oh yeah, so to read that again, Slakia.
This is Isaiah 24:8. The mirth of the tabrets ceases, and the noise of them that rejoice endeth. The joy of the harp cease.
Right. So that's what I was. Yahawashi came back to me. So we just went through Thanksgiving, right? So-called Christmas and New Year's. These niggas are maxed out their fucking credit cards, man. Right. So now these niggas are crying and they cannot wait until tax season. How they gonna even? And all of their taxes are gonna have to go back to their fucking credit cards,
right? Because
they've been speaking about that credit crisis for a couple years now. After that little nest egg that everybody had at the end of Trump's term, when he gave out them stimulus checks, and people was, during the vid, they didn't have to drive to work anymore. They could stay at home. They didn't have to buy coffee like at Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks. They could just make it at home. All that money, the going out to eat at lunch and shit, all that money, they were saving that shit. That little nest egg, that shit is been gone. So these niggas like, fuck it. And everything, the price of everything went up.
And that was years ago.
And that was a couple years
That was
ago.
like 4 years ago.
Yeah. So it's like, these niggas is fucking fucked up out here.
People forgot how to budget too.
And they forgot how to budget on top of that.
Right. Not only that, now Xmas, right, just passed.
Mhm.
They got to pay the credit cards off.
Yep. Because they didn't have no money to pay for the shit in the first place.
That's where that tax money's going, back to the credit card.
Back to the credit cards.
Edomites, but they're like, yeah, you know, we spoke in the family and we said none of us are gonna get each other's Christmas gifts because it's too expensive. And it's like, you know,
this is fucking curses for them niggas, man.
Like they ain't get each other. I think they only got some for the kids, but not for the adults.
Not the adults. Adults
right?
are just happy to be amongst each other.
You
have gas in the car.
When it comes to adults,
Yeah, what you got me a compliment.
I got you a compliment. You're looking good today. I like that sweater.
Remember that fat girl that went to her mother, happy birthday, grandma, started doing a dance just for her birthday?
No, but that's funny. But yeah, but that's the mirth ceasing, man. You know, can you keep going?
This is Isaiah 24, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
They shall not drink wine with a song.
Hold on. So they're not going to drink wine because, you know, usually when you drink wine, it's celebration, it's a good time.
Right.
They're not going to be drinking wine with a song. What are they going to be doing then?
Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink.
Oh, my God. These fucking bills.
Right.
Oh, God. How are we going to make it?
Sorrows away.
Drinking their sorrows away, man. And that's you could actually do research, brothers and sisters, and see that alcoholism is increasing in this fucking bitch,
so
man.
Did we see that shit? Was it on the group chat? So alcohol is linked now to cancer.
Oh, I seen that they want to put the labels on there and stuff like that. I seen that, right?
And it affects all types of cancer: lung cancer, kidney cancer, this cancer. So
which is why it's gonna. So if they didn't want to drink already, now they probably got cancer, which make them want to drink even more.
Yeah, because the scripture's talking about give them strong drink or die.
We're ready to die, right? Right. So it's like, yo, this place is through, man.
You gotta be careful too with the drinking, brothers.
Right. Yeah, you brothers and sisters, because it's nothing's pure, including the wine and you know the strong drink.
Right.
Because it shouldn't.
Our wine is not pure.
No, it's not even pure, man.
Supposedly, it was stronger back then.
Yeah.
It's made of watered down wine now.
Right.
Watered down.
It's watered down. They filter the shit out of it. Yeah. And they take, just like the water, they take all the minerals out of it. So it's just, just a liquid. It doesn't even actually hydrate you.
You know what's crazy? The scripture that I was telling you about how scripture says that there's a certain things that were created for life.
Oh, right.
The salt, the wheat.
Right.
It says
fire for man. Right.
I think it says the juice of the grapes.
Right.
So
to make you merry. So it's supposed to make you merry.
About the wine.
Can you grab? Let's see if I can. Do I have the thing? Sure. Oh, actually, I don't have my I don't have the thing on. Maybe you can grab it. Yeah. I wasn't even thinking about it. You got to yeah.
Don't pull a corner yarn.
This is Isaiah 24 and 12.
Yeah, I think it just says fruit of the grape. You got it, bro. Salaka.
In the city. Salaka. Okay, here it is. 11. This is Isaiah 24 and 11. There is a crying for wine in the streets. Right. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone.
All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. And that's Babylon, man. This place looks fucking pathetic, man.
Right. People ain't even as proud to be American as they used to
man.
be.
There's
still some proud out there, but
right. It's not as far and few between.
It's dwindling so bad that they gotta make gangs out of pride.
Right. Right.
Nah, we gotta preserve this.
Right. We gotta preserve it, man. But it's showing the signs of the times, man. I mean, I've heard so many people, Jake and Esau alike, this past, Xmas, that it didn't even feel like people were forgetting. They actually was forgetting that it was Christmas. Like, I remember when we was growing up, when we was younger.
We was counting on the days.
Yeah, and people was super excited. And they're like, oh my God, you got to put your wreath on the fucking thing. And, makes your gingerbread cookies and all that shit.
I seen a meme where I don't know if it was a man or a woman. You probably seen it. Where he was serious. Like, hold on. All right. Listen. Let's all be honest. And let me know if I'm the only one. But they were like, I think they said, I don't know if it was Valentine, either Valentine or Easter. They were like, what happened with the Easter egg? Or what happened with Valentine? Like, no one was really celebrating that shit. Like, I think those holidays just passed by and we didn't even notice.
Yeah. All of that.
And that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like this Halloween was one of the driest Halloweens ever.
Oh man.
This Christmas was one of the fucking the driest.
Yep.
You know how it's supposed to be jolly? It was fucking
It
dry.
wasn't dry. I didn't
That spirit of Christmas is not out here no more.
Yeah.
Even though it's a perverse, wicked spirit, but the Lord see, the Lord got his men out here set up in the highways and byways, and we bringing out that vibration of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, which is a righteous vibration.
That's a
and
dance.
the vibration of the Lord is causing Esau, Edom, and all these heathens, right? The scriptures speak about
through. I know.
Back up on what I'm saying, right? That the name of the Lord is dreadful among the heathen.
Right.
That word dreadful means that it puts fear in their heart. So we are out here proclaiming Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So we're out here bringing the vibration, this righteous vibration. It only makes sense that this is why the staff of the wicked is being broken, right? Which is the power that Esau Edom has. It only makes sense why all these holidays they whack now. Halloween, Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine. That spirit of mirth, the Lord is taking it out, man. The Lord is destroying it. The people out here, they're in a perpetual state of mourning,
right?
If you will, they're not really like I was mentioning earlier. That mirth spirit that they're in is a false sense of happiness, man. False sense of joy, and that's the Lord. The Lord is doing that, and guess what? That's nothing, man. We're about to walk into Jacob's trouble. The doors of Jacob's trouble is open, and we're like literally walking towards the door. And it's only a matter of time till everybody goes through it, man. And then all chaos, man.
Right.
All hell is gonna break out loose out here, man. And you're gonna see people out here in true fear, in the spirits howling for vexation. Right? You're gonna see a lot of death and mourning. Lamentations, if you will.
Let's get it.
You know?
Can you get what's that?
And that's because the Lord is coming back.
Isaiah 13.
Right? The Lord is coming back. Esau's rulership is coming to an end. So it only makes sense that everything, because Esau Edom, even though he pushes all these pagan holidays, it's all money for him. It's all a scheme. It's all a business. All these holidays are just a business for Esau Edom, man. But the vibration that the man of the Lord is putting out here is breaking all that wicked spirit, man. It's not allowing the people to ultimately enjoy these holidays. You see? Because the staff of the wicked is being broken.
Behold the day. Oh, yep. Let me see. Therefore shall the hands be faint. So like your brother says, he's gonna grab a quick precept. Let's start at see, behold the day of the Lord cometh. Yeah, maybe do 7 to 9. Yeah, come.
All right. So this is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 7. It says, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Verse 8, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners there out of it.
Right, and this is the land that her sins, Babylon, have reached on to heaven, man. If there's ever a reason why the Lord should destroy a place, Babylon is a perfect example, man. This place far exceeded the wickedness of Sodom and Gomorrah, man. The wickedness of Egypt, Rome, Greece. This is literally the mother of harlots. People do all types of unspeakable things here, man. It's a shame for you to even think about that shit, man. You feel like you're going off, just think about the shit. It's so fucking evil. You know what I mean? And people just relish in the shit, man. Can you get Isaiah 19:2 real quick, brother?
Cool. I have something.
You got something, Carl?
I got Isaiah.
The water.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right, get that first, and then I got something.
This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. And I will send the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother.
No, that's not the one I was thinking about. But yeah, that's a good one though.
What were you looking for?
They declare their sins as Sodom. That's what I was thinking about.
You looking for it, bro?
Shalakia. But that was a good one though too.
Let me get this real quick. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, says the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. The whole earth is engulfed in wickedness ever since Esau, Edom has been in power, man. So what's the Lord going to do? I'm going to read it again. 2nd Ezra 15 and 5. Behold, says the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And that number one sword is ICBM missiles, man. Nuclear missiles. All right? 2nd Ezra 15 and 6. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled, man. The hurtful works that the world has done ever since Esau, Edom has been in power are fulfilled, man. To the point that they reach up heavens, man. To the point that the Lord is bringing out judgment. This is judgment time. This is why the elder apostle coined this year the
hopeful year of deliverance and judgment and destruction to Esau.
Esau, man. And this is why the Lord started this year with a big bang, if you will, right? With nothing but destruction and judgment. And there's gonna be more of that. This is nothing, right? And and like the brother brought out that list. Listen, man, if it's not with China or the USA, it's gonna be somehow the whole world is gonna be affected with another pestilence, man. This crown pestilence, if you will, was a walk in the park, man. I'm gonna say that again, and I don't listen, man. I don't mean this to offend. But if you get offended, that's on you, because I know a lot of close ones lost their families to that pestilence. But hey, man, a lot of you people don't even put your faith in the Lord, and you consider yourself even Christian. You put your faith in the so-called white man, your enemy, the one that has been in rulership, allowing wickedness to flourish, allowing these hurtful works to be fulfilled, all the way to the point that these sins that reach out to heaven. So it only makes sense that the Lord is bringing judgment. So this crown pestilence was a walk in the park, man. More pestilence are gonna come, right? The brother's talking about these so-called zombie virus. There's gonna be a lot of crazy pestilence happening out here, where people are just gonna truly be just dropping and being unalive, and that's the Lord. So a lot of worse things are coming this way, especially to a city near you, man. I'm speaking to you wicked Jakes, and you heathens, man. And you Edomites, man.
The scriptures say it shall be a time such as never been since it was a nation. Daniel 12 and 1. I got something real quick, and I'm gonna let you hop in, and as I get close to this one real quick, right? This is Luke 17 and 26. In the red letter, this is Yahawashi speaking, our Lord and Savior, right? And it says, and as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage, until the day of Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Just like back, there's no new thing under the sun, man. These people are doing the same shit that they were doing back then, man. You know, the warning is going out. They fan the hand. They're like, oh, you said the Lord's coming, but the Lord, like I watched this brother's video, the pride of these Edomites, man. This Edomite had the nerve to say, I pray, nothing happens, and I don't pray, and nothing happens, right? But what does the scripture say? Because sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily.
The heart of men is fully set to do evil.
Exactly. So that fucking demon, he got hell to pay, but it's okay though. The Lord ain't accepting your prayers anyway. They're an abomination to him, as the brother had brought out, man.
The Lord don't listen to the prayers of the wicked,
right?
Man.
So this is Luke 17 and 28. Likewise, also, as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. And can you read that real quick?
Right. This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 9. They show of their conscience doeth witness against them, and they declare their sins as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their souls, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
Right. So they declare their sins as Sodom and Gomorrah, right? And that's talking about in this time. This place is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah, man.
That's right.
And what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah, and what's gonna happen here? Let's see it.
That's right.
It says Luke 17 and 28. Likewise, also, as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed, man. So what's gonna come raining down on this bitch this time? ICBM missiles from heaven, man.
That's right.
Right.
The same way.
When they ask Yahawashi, when we know, he said, when we know the end is here, he says they should be given into marriage like in the days of Noah.
Right, gone. Right. That's right, brother. You got something, bro?
Con.
Utter destruction is coming to this land,
Nah,
man.
hey,
We always talk about fire as a cleansing agent, man.
That's right, bro.
If nothing but filth, disgustingness, wickedness that have reached on to heaven has been going on in this place for centuries, the only way to cleanse it off earth is to burn it, man. That's it. Just like, you know, the Lord said, because of the wickedness that was happening during the time of Noah, he had to flood the earth, man. But the Lord promised that he would never destroy the earth with water again.
Right, with flood.
With a flood.
Flood.
Right. And that's what the whole rainbow is about, right? That's the symbol.
I've heard people say, oh, so why are there still floods? Why are there tsunamis? Well, he said he ain't gonna destroy the whole
earth.
Right, like he did in the time of Noah. He
Right.
can still bring little a tsunami is not compared to the flood
Of the whole
time
planet.
of Noah.
Yeah.
Right.
The whole
That's
inhabited planet.
And
That's
the second death, that lake of fire, it's only gonna the only place is gonna be completely eradicated is gonna be Babylon. aka America.
Right.
Man. This place is a filthy pot, if you will.
right.
You know, this place gotta be taken out.
Right.
And other places in the earth, right? The Lord's gonna allow certain missiles to hit other places in the earth, but they won't be fully destroyed. They're just gonna, whoever is in those land masses gonna be taken out, because that's the Lord's will. But America's gonna be the only place taken out. That's the only place that is written in the scriptures, right? Babylon the Great, aka America, is gonna be completely taken out, man, because this is the place that has gotten the whole world drunk off the wine of Esau Edom, man.
That's right.
So let me get this right. Yo, the whole chapter, 2nd Ezra 16, is fire, bro.
God.
So this 2nd Ezra 16, because this is the spirit of what we're speaking about right now. 2nd Ezra 16 and 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourself with cloth of sack and hair. Bewail your... Yo, that smells good, bro.
Yeah, that's your new one. Oh, yeah, that does smell good.
Gird up yourself with cloth of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? Right? That sword is talking about a missile, man.
Right.
You see how in the movies, I seen it a lot of times, especially in like DC, like with Superman and shit, they'll send a missile, and then as soon as it's about to hit, they press a button and it deactivates, and then it goes in the water and it just goes, nah, yo, it's not gonna work that way.
Right.
They might have the technology to deactivate our missiles, even they themselves whoever launched it. But when the Lord Yahawashi returns, the spirit of Yahawashi is gonna be in the spirit, or is gonna be on these missiles.
Right.
He's gonna be controlling these missiles, and it says it. I'm gonna get that. So 2nd Ezra 16 and 3, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?
Right.
A fire is set among you, and who may quench it? Right. I'm gonna continue.
Wait, and so like before you move on, or before you keep going, right? The scriptures say that when the Lord speaks something, the words that He speaks shall not return unto His void, right? Because as the rain falleth, right, and it shall water the seed, right, the earth. You know what I'm saying? The rain's not gonna go back into the sky, man.
Right.
The Lord said
it's gonna do what He did.
Right. The Lord said that this is gonna go and it's not gonna come back. There is no turning back, man.
Right.
Continue. 2nd Ezra 16 and where was that? 5. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood? or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it has begun to burn?
Mhm.
May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer?
Mm.
And that's true.
Right.
When a strong archer pulls that back and he aims, you know, a skillful archer,
Right.
especially in the ancient
Right.
time,
Right.
you can't, once that shit is going, you can't just
You
turn
can't
it.
turn it. Yeah.
I mean, only the Lord can do that.
Right. It's
you know?
it's going to accomplish what the Lord purposed it for, man.
I'm gonna continue.
Mhm.
2nd Ezra 16 and 7. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?
Right.
A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He
Right.
shall cast lightning, and who shall not fear?
Mm.
He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? So it's going to be, even in the time when the Lord comes back, when you see all these missiles coming, you're going to see thunder and lightning, man. The Lord's going to be just unaliving people.
Right. Right.
You're going to see just lightning hitting them. Because I know thunder is the noise, and lightning is, is the strike.
Right.
You're going to see just people, you're going to be walking by.
Yeah, just like that. You know, and that's beautiful. You just mentioned that lightning, because that was another thing that happened that I forgot to write on the list. The lightning bolts hitting the, what was it, the Capitol? What's this? World
the
Trade Center, and the Washington Monument.
same day.
Yeah, the same day. I believe around the same time.
Yeah.
You know, and those were omens, right? The water, yeah, showing the downfall of this man's system economically. You know,
and his infrastructure.
His infrastructure in
I
general.
mean, all these fucking buildings,
the bridges are collapsing.
Created, know, all these monuments that Esau has.
Right.
The fucking all these capitals, how they got they all look like Mount Seir. What's
Right.
The
Roman pillars.
The Roman pillars.
The obelisk.
And the obelisk too.
All Esau's infrastructure, all his buildings, gotta be taken out, man. You're never gonna see the scripture speak about that, right? I believe it's in the book of what is it? Ezekiel.
Mm-hmm.
When it talks about how because they hated not blood, even blood shall pursue
Ezekiel 35.
Right. It speaks about how the Lord's gonna destroy all they buildings or whatever.
Right.
You know? Let me just get it so I don't butcher it. Is it Ezekiel 35?
I believe it's 35:5. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Let me see.
Right.
Ezekiel 35. I'll start at.
Even in Obadiah, it speaks about they shall build, but the Lord will throw down.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Malachi.
Was it Malachi? Oh, yeah, the one. Yeah,
right here. Malachi. Ezekiel chapter 35. I will start at verse. I'll start at verse 1. Moreover, it's beautiful because this goes into the downfall of Esau Edom.
Right.
Moreover, the word of the Lord, Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, right, and prophesy against it, right? And Mount Seir, right, it's a people before it's a place, just like Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place.
Right, bro.
Right? It says, and set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus says the Lord Yahawah, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay, this is the main point, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. So the Lord's gonna make thy cities waste, man. And Esau Edom, you got cities all over the world, man.
Right.
All over the world. So when the Lord comes back, he's gonna make all your cities waste.
Right.
So all these cats, first and foremost, America's gonna be completely destroyed by World War III by ICBM missiles. And that's gonna be the Lord's doing, right? But all these other cities that these Edomites have all over the world, it can be in Egypt, it can be in Dubai, it can be in places in Africa, in Asia, anywhere that you have a city, Esau Edom, the Lord, especially in Europe, the Lord's gonna make that a waste, man. The Lord's gonna take it out. The Lord's gonna destroy it. And once the Lord takes out Esau Edom from being in power, and He sets us up, the Israelites, right? Jacob, right? We won't allow your cities to flourish, and we're gonna destroy them. We every inch square a property that Esau Edom has, we're gonna strip it from you, man. And if you have any infrastructure, any buildings, we're gonna take it from you. We're gonna destroy it.
Right.
All right, we're not. We will never allow you to have a place, man. That's why the scripture says that you believe that
the Lord was all together with you.
No, but that's one. That's one is beautiful. But the one that says they believe that they cities shall last forever.
Oh, right. They named the cities after their own names.
And they believe that the cities shall last forever. You know, roughly paraphrasing it, man. Got something?
Yeah, this is Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build in desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall cast them to the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever.
That's right.
Right. And they you know, they was able to rebuild, man. Once that always called the Renaissance, man.
Right.
Rebirth. You know, they was able to build back up. But the scriptures say that Satan would be loose for a short season.
That's right.
And their short season is almost up, man. That's why they're doing all this.
Man.
Right. Yeah, you
using the Lord in a sense.
Right.
They whitewash everything, made themselves the people of the book.
You highly exalted yourselves, man. To the point where all the nations not only feared but revered you. You know, all the other nations. I mean, if you look at the just the women of our tribes, right? The women of Israel. You know, they got a saying amongst a lot of them, you know, when they done with Jake or whatever, and they feel like they're gonna be, you know, the grass is greener on the other side, so to speak. I'm gonna go get me a white man. I'm gonna get me a white man, and they think they're gonna fucking flourish and shit. That's what Esau has shown everybody. But the thing is that a lot of these you know, women of the tribes are coming to find out that these fucking crackers is broke too. Some of them got money, you know, the certain ones that are CEOs and different things of that nature. But the scriptures say that, you know, shameful spewing is being on their glory, man. So there's a lot of times that Jake would be with when our Jake woman would be with one of these Edomites, and the Edomite would treat them like shit, call them all types of whores and bitches and horse monkeys and all types of shit. End up locking them in the fucking basement, beating them and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Elder Apostle Gabar made a lesson about that years ago. How Eve will get married with an Edomite, and these Edomites are so perverse that what they'll do is, this is crazy, bro. They'll drug them. They'll drug
their own wife.
Right. Drug them, and then have other men come and have orgies with their wives, bro. And because they're all cuckolds or whatever they call them, and they love to see other men just do it to their wife.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is what these Edomites are doing to you, Eve, man.
Right.
No?
So you want to go over there and trust in oppression,
right?
And trust in the devil. And hey, when he does devilish things to you, none of us trying to hear it, right? You reap what you sow.
That's why the Lord said that, man. He does not want the world's filled with your cities anymore, man. If you want, I can bring out Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with
cities. Right. Yo, read that again. Read that, because that goes into your cities being waste. You will never have a place to dwell at. Your dwelling place is gonna be your slave. Wherever you a slave at, that's where you're gonna dwell at, man. Right. And listen, man, you won't have the same way you had us. Yours is gonna be double on you, so you're gonna get it worse, man. You won't even have. We'll probably put fucking broken glass as your bed.
Right.
You know what I mean, something, man. You know.
Right. I'm gonna start at 20. As in Isaiah 14:20, though thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land, and slain the people, the seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquities of their fathers.
Right, because they are their forefathers, man.
They do not rise nor possess the land.
So that they do not rise nor possess the land, man. You will never be a real estate agent. You will never have property. You will never have a real estate, land, none of that plot. You will never have that. No more houses, nothing.
Right.
No more you being the owner of cities, of little towns, nothing, man.
Right. You're just gonna have your goddamn slave quarters, man.
That's right. Exactly.
You know, that's it, man.
Shit,
whatever we give you.
Animals are gonna be doing better than you. I'll fucking die. You Esau, listen, man. The dogs that you like to fucking molest, you fucking Edomite, they're gonna be doing better than you, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Because the dog's gonna have a mini mansion while you living in the doghouse, man.
Have you living in
if
the
you even have
doghouse.
a roof, we might not even let you have a roof.
We're
Period.
gonna have the dogs walking you.
Right.
We're gonna put a fucking, and this is just us meditating terrorists.
Right.
We're gonna have you in a fucking chain and have the dog have the chain in their mouth, and they're gonna walk
you around.
You know what I mean,
to the different cotton fields, so you could go pick cotton.
Right. Man. Just like they got dogs in certain they like helpers of the shepherds.
Right.
And when the sheep goes astray or whatever, the dog goes and brings them back to the fold.
Right.
It's the same thing. We're gonna have these dogs taking you guys, wherever you gotta be.
Right. And we're gonna have our own slave patrol, man. We'll probably have get ham on your asses, man.
Hey, we're gonna have some how they, what's that word? How there's house niggas?
Right.
We're gonna have cracking. We're gonna have house crackers.
Right.
And instead of having dogs chasing after our slaves, we're gonna have lions.
Right. Yeah.
Facts.
Tear them to shreds.
But think about it, right? We're gonna be the new crackers. Because that word cracker.
Right.
See, a lot of so-called white people don't even know why they call crackers.
Right.
The reason people call them crackers is because you were the one cracking that whip.
Right.
You were cracking that whip on our people, man.
And they can't take it. Remember that video you made? They're trying to take it.
Yeah. No. I don't know how they're gonna survive fucking slavery.
So we're gonna be the new crackers, man.
Yo, this brother put out a video of Esau trying to take the whip.
Yeah.
And they wasn't even taking it all the way, bro. They were still crying like babies.
Oh my God.
I seen crazy videos of people cracking whips to the point that it wakes up the city.
Oh,
like they'll be on a little like hill.
And it was like
it'll sound like thunder, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
And that's these
taking skin off. You know what I'm saying?
These Edomites out here in the world.
Yeah.
Imagine when we got the spiritual power, bro.
And they malnourished.
Right. Yo, we're gonna have a whip. Every whip we use is just gonna disintegrate from that one whipping.
Take the limb off.
Imagine they got no fat to like take the blow, right? So it's gonna be mostly skin and bone.
Yeah.
Open
them up.
Bones,
right. Yeah.
And have to fucking bring them back. Let them feel all the pain.
Right.
Arms gonna fall off.
Right.
Fucking them up.
Right. Increase the pain in their the nerve receptors and shit like that.
Yeah, because when you see a big gun, right? Those big
adrenaline, nothing.
Yeah, no, it's just pure pain, man.
Some guns out there, the machine guns could take off limbs, man. So imagine the power that we have. We'll take off arms.
Yeah, easily.
Shotgun through that shit.
Yeah. Clean.
I'm gonna go back to 24. It says Isaiah 14 and 24 in the middle. It says that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, said the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and the remnant, the son and the nephew, said the Lord.
Right. So the whole nation, can you get Obadiah 1 and 18?
Right.
The whole nation will be eradicated, man. And like we did the lesson the other day, even the trees are gonna rejoice when that happens, man. The whole world is gonna rejoice when you damn devils you get put out, man.
Right.
Because the whole earth is mourning under your rule, man. The children of Israel, the animals,
the trees,
the mammals in the waters.
Right.
They got plastics on it.
The corals are dying.
The corals are dying. I was telling my mother, I was saying, how can these people, Edomites, so-called white people, claim to be the children of God, right? When their literal existence is a destruction to the earth. What do you mean? I said, well, first of all, everything hates them, including the sun, right? The sun, S-O-N, of course, Yahawashi,
right? But
the sun in the sky, S-U-N.
The thing that brings life.
The thing that brings life actually brings death to them.
Yeah. And
then putting on sunscreen actually brings death, which is sad. It's sad and it's ironic. To the coral reefs, man.
Right.
The sunscreen comes off of these devils by protecting themselves. They're killing shit.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're just literally, even when they're trying to be, self-preserve or even be righteous in a sense, they're still killing. Because even when they talk about recycling and shit like that, their idea of recycling a lot of the times, even though they change some things over, but a lot of that recycling shit still ends up in like a trash heap somewhere. You know what I mean? On some island somewhere, and fucking birds eat it.
Fuck it up the air.
Yeah, they burn it, and then the toxins go onto the air, kill the birds and kill the people that are breathing it.
Changes the hormones of the people.
Right. So there's no there's no solution for this problem in the earth but to eradicate it, man.
Right.
That's the only way. A virus, man. Yeah, that's the only way, man. You got it.
This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 18. In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame,
Mhm.
in the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle on them and devour them, and they shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it.
Right. And that goes right along with what the brother had just read. What was that in Isaiah?
That's it, yes,
Right.
21.
That none are going to be left to inhabit the cities, man. So you devils are going to serve your slavery, right? Your double cup of judgment for 1,000 years, right? Because it's going to be double onto you. And then after that 1,000 years, you're going to be rounded up. And you devils love bonfires and everything. So guess what? You're going to be the fucking bonfire. And you're going to be all rounded up, put into a pit, and burned. Oh, God. And eradicated from the earth, man. And the earth is going to rejoice when that happens, man. I remember hearing Apostle Tahar one time. He was just so sick, of these damn devils. It was like a lesson he was reading about some wickedness that these devils was doing. He's like, man, sometimes I just be like, you know what, Lord, can you just skip the slavery and just get rid of these niggas right now? Just get rid of them. You know what I'm saying?
Good idea.
Yeah.
They gotta pay their
But they gotta pay their, we gotta do unto them as they did unto us, man.
Right.
In righteousness.
Right.
Let me just clarify that, because a lot of that fucked up shit that they did, we're not gonna be doing that shit.
Right.
But the righteous
like
things
the
we're gonna
sodomite shit.
Yeah, the buck breaking and that, we're not gonna do that shit, man.
MF.
Yeah, exactly. The MF and stuff like that. We're not gonna be doing that shit. But all the the whipping and then them cotton picking and all that shit like that.
Definitely gonna be smashing that little ones against stones.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be feeding them to dogs and shit like that, man, like they did to our people. Gator bait, tossing them off the fucking slave ships,
Right.
so the sharks can eat them, so they can get a taste for their flesh. And that's there's so much evil that these devils have done that we can speak about this for years, man. But
in the psychological shit.
But like the sharks, I had mentioned this before. They follow the same path that the slave ships were going, because they were dropping off jakes into the water, and that was a free meal. Yeah, thousands, hundreds of thousands, man. So the sharks to this very day follow that path, because they've been taught, from their parents and what have you. It's in their genes now.
They go to hunt.
They go to hunt in the same spot.
I think whales, turtles, there's a lot of creatures that they can be born somewhere else, but once you put them in the ocean, somehow they know to travel to that location when it's breathing season, breathing when it's breeding season, or when the seasons change. They know where to go, so it's already installed in their genes. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing with these sharks, right? They did that so much; it's already installed in their genes that for a certain time they travel back that route, and we came to a conclusion that's the route where the slaves
where the slave ship went, and they was dumping them off the side of the boat. Exactly. There was slaves in their genes. Right. It was literally shark bait, man. I mean, these devils have done so many atrocities, man. And I hope and pray, I just speaking as a man, but I would imagine Leviathan would still be around. He's not gonna hide again. No, I mean, but even in the kingdom, so we could be like, hey, Lord, can I have like 100,000 of these niggas just get smashed? Right, we could just watch it, stomp them out.
I wonder if there's only one Leviathan.
I think they might be.
Speak as a man.
Yeah.
Because it's not plural.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's other creatures that's gonna be there too.
Yeah, it talks about behemoths as well. So this is something else.
Edom still hasn't discovered, man.
Right, there's parts of the earth that they can't even.
Ocean,
the ocean,
yeah.
I mean, he can't go. There's certain depth of the ocean that he can't go to, man, because the pressure's too high. And then fuck around somehow where they reached to where the Lord allowed it, right? They somehow see some creatures that they never seen. Some weird.
They show it in the movies, right? Like Star Wars. I don't know if you saw that one where they started making the newer ones, and then they went into the ocean, and then one animal ate another animal ate another animal.
Oh yeah.
Bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
They made the vessel look small.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that shit is, hey, that's the terror of the Lord, man.
That's right.
You know,
That's right, bro.
and these devils, these proud ass Edomites, as Apostle Tahar coined this year, man, destruction and judgment. It's coming to you, devils, and you don't know what the fuck is coming your way. Shit, we're afraid, and we're not even Edomites.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
shit, man, the destruction that's coming to you, man, is unspeakable, man.
Right. That's why it says, with the terrors of the Lord, we
Persuade men. Right. For you Israelites out there, man, you better seek the Lord while he may be found, because you fucking around and joining hand in hand with the devil, you're gonna receive that same judgment.
Right.
And as the brother, brings out a lot, there's a infinite amount of ways that the Lord can take somebody out. I mean, think about something so small like a spider, or even a bot fly. You ever heard of those shits?
No.
So it's a bot fly, which is fucking disgusting and it's terrifying. The fly comes, if I'm not mistaken, it's a bot fly. The fly comes, I think it's like in Australia, right?
It touches you, right?
It lays an egg on you,
Yeah.
and the egg buries itself in you and literally starts eating. You become the host for it to eat, and it starts eating you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's fucking. And then they got those crazy things in the certain waters in America. I think it's in the Americas, like Central or South America. You go in the water, there's like a little fish. It's super skinny, but it can go into your,
I've seen that.
yeah, man, and
If I'm
fucking
not
wreak havoc
mistaken,
in your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think there's a
urethra. I forget what it's urethra.
I think he goes in and he can't come out. I think
They have to pull it up.
Nah, I think spikes come out of him.
Oh,
or something,
God.
bro.
Oh,
It's
God.
insane,
Yeah,
bro.
it's terrible, man.
Right. I mean, you seen the show 1,000 Ways to Die.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I mean, the Lord could kill you anyway, man.
Anyway, they have a crazy, and the scriptures does it talk about creatures newly created.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
paraphrasing earlier, because you brought up the Leviathan.
Right.
And the Lord could bring a bunch of creatures, man.
New, terrifying, you know what I mean? Things, and hey, man.
Think about it. We're gonna be like the angels, right? And in the beginning, we were creating things with Yahawashi. You know what I'm saying? We could create angels, with our new body.
Right, exactly. So I mean, all these new
I could make a double-headed lion.
I mean, you can create whatever, But I mean, like you was mentioning with the ocean, for example, they said that they only know about, what did they say, 5%, 6% of the ocean. That's, you talking about 95%, 90% of the ocean that is undiscovered. I mean, and for you brothers and sisters that watch, National Geographic and these different nature channels, them creatures that be down deep in them shits is alien. You know what I'm saying? They look fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like, damn, how the fuck?
I'd be looking at those shows too, man.
Yeah, they'd be like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. Like we went to the museum one time, and where was we at? I think it was in Pennsylvania or something like that. But they had a nice museum or whatever. And they had the thing called the goblin shark. That motherfucker looks scary as shit.
Yeah,
bro.
you see how when he comes out in the surface, he changes the way he looks.
Yeah.
But when he's actually in the water, he looks completely different.
Yeah. It's the one he had the little skinny teeth and stuff. That one?
No, I'm talking about the one that when you take it out of water, it has a big nose with a human face.
Oh no, not that one. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But when you put him down into the ground, like where he belongs, he looks like a regular
The pressure.
Fish.
Yeah. The pressure was weird. It was like the opposite.
Yeah, because they call him the ugliest fish in the world.
Right.
It's only when it comes out of water.
Right. This one was a shark though.
Oh,
what I'm talking about. It was a
you're talking about the one with the light
shark
on the top?
That's the anglerfish. Yeah. But that one looks terrifying too, actually. But it was a goblin shark, but it was a shark, but it was a deep, and it was like blind. One of those blind, and it uses like its sensors and shit like that. And it looked like a damn goblin. It looked crazy. You got something, bro?
You remember when Esau went and brought his vessel down to go see the Titanic, and then chill, and then it collapsed within itself.
Right. Like what was that 2 years ago? Yeah. I remember that.
The idiots, bro.
Oh, it's fucking speaking of idiots, real quick, there was 2 Edomites that went to find Sasquatch or some shit, and niggas fucking froze to death out there. You hear about that shit? This was like a couple of days ago.
Like, we're not giving up.
Yeah.
Esau's a trip, bro.
Yeah, he's a man of the field, man.
You ever seen Esau? He'll be he'll go like under caves or something.
Oh, I
Now,
seen that.
he'll go places where
Diving?
nah, this is like rocks and shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Underneath the cave, he'll get himself to keep going. He thinks that if he keeps going more, somehow he'll reach a space that is more open. That the further he goes, the closer it gets.
Yeah.
And he's like moving himself. I don't know if it's caves or mountains or something.
Yeah, it's
Yo, to the point where they have found people like just stuck there, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And they died there.
yeah, yeah.
I'm like, yo, only Esau would do something like that. And
Yeah.
he'll never be a brother.
Oh,
Nah,
fuck
hell
no.
no.
Yeah, hell no.
Hell no.
Oh,
An
We'll
explorer.
be calling on the way there, walking. Fuck this.
yeah, yeah. As soon as we look at you, want me to go in where?
If I'm in a fucking elevator and there's too many of us,
I'm
like,
starting to get claustrophobic, man. I'm like, nah, that's too much. Yeah, yeah. This nigga squeezing into tight spaces. He can't even use his arms. He's going like this.
Yeah, he's moving, and he's
Yeah,
doing
like,
it,
what
and
the
he's
fuck?
Like, oh, I got my shoulder stuck. And then next thing you know, we're able to watch it because he had a camera the whole time.
Right.
And this nigga recorded himself dying. I'm like, yo, this.
Yeah. Happens with divers too, bro. They go to the darkest, most weirdest places, and it says, and even in the water, when you could go, the professional divers put a sign says, do not go past this. They'll still go past.
Yeah,
it.
they'll just, yeah, yep. They're yeah, like a fucking child, man. You know.
Like, I could do it. There's a pride, man. The pride.
Yeah,
of
the
their
pride.
heart.
Yeah, they think they're invincible. You know. What you got, bro? You'll probably wrap it up. And,
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Let's go back to second Esdras.
Come
Second Esdras 16. I'll continue verse 11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence?
Who shall not be utterly beaten to powder? If that doesn't put fear in your heart, I don't know what will, man.
Right.
And just to let you know,
dust.
Man,
Beaten to dust.
just to let you know, the Lord threatened you, Esau. You have been threatened, Esau. Right? You so-called white man, the Lord has threatened you and 2/3 of our people and these heathens.
Right.
But that number one race, man, you Edomite, you have been threatened by the Lord.
Right. That's where that saying comes: beat you to a pulp.
Beat you to a pulp. Right.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Verse 12, second Esdras 16 and 12. The earthquake is and the foundation thereof.
And what's gonna do that? Them ICBM missiles, as the brother was talking. Them arrows, man, that shall not be turned back.
That's right. The sea arises up with waves from the deep.
Tsunami.
That's right. And the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand, right? Who's the Lord Yahawah right hand, right? Our King of Kings, right? Our Savior, Yahawashi, man, who the world even calls Jesus, right? It says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. Going back to what I was stating. Yeah. Oh, that's a hawk right there. That's a falcon.
Oh, right there, huh? Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so going back, right? What I was saying earlier, right? In the Esau, Edom, these heathens, they have the technology where they can deactivate a missile. You see? But in this scripture says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss. When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world, man. What arrows being able to be shot to the ends of the world? Only one arrow, right? And that's nuclear missiles, man. Right. And the Lord, which is Yahweh's right hand, he's that archer that's going to be shooting them. His spirit is going to be on them, and they shall not miss.
Right.
All right.
And that's, matter of fact, let me get that. I was holding it. And this is why this is coming, man. This is 2 Peter. Oh, you got some?
Nah, you got it, bro.
2 Peter 2. And I'll start at 5. And spare not the old world, but save Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. And this is what's coming all over again. 6th verse. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. Right? So this is what the Lord's coming with, man. The Lord's going to make an example out of Babylon, aka America, man. Because you devils, you 2/3 alike, you so-called white people, and you wicked ass so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that choose to live ungodly. The Lord's going to make an example out of your asses, man, for the whole world to see. Just like in the law, right?
Yeah.
When it talks about
rebellious children.
yeah,
man.
rebellious children, it talk about stone them in front of everybody, so that all of Israel will fear, man. That's how a true king handles his business, man. Said, oh, you don't, you think this shit is fucking sweet, huh? Think this is a game?
Right.
Hey, bring him hither and slay him before me, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let everybody see what the fuck's gonna happen to his ass. You don't want to obey me? All right. Let's see what happens to people that don't want to bow the knee. The Lord said, all knees shall bow, man. So you know, hey, you can either get down or lay down. You're gonna bow either way. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing happened to the man right after Exodus, where he was in a Sabbath picking up sticks.
Yeah.
He said that they asked the Lord, "What are we gonna do with this guy?" He's like, "Bring him before the camp and stone him."
Yep. It's all about fearing Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom and knowledge, man.
That's right.
You know? So, hey, you brothers got anything? So, I mean, hey, this is definitely going to be a very interesting so-called year. Yep, or year. Once again, the hopeful year of deliverance and the hopeful year of destruction and judgment onto Esau Edom, man, the so-called white man. And we hope and pray that comes to pass in the very near future, man. All the signs are there. You know, we're just going to continue to watch as well as pray, you know, and we hope and pray for the sheer mercies of David, man, upon ourselves and our families, man. And likewise, you sincere brothers and sisters out there, your families, man, you know, and, you know, as the scriptures say, matter of fact, can you grab that? What's in off on that? Ephesians 5 and what's that? 14 and 15, I think. Be circumspect. We'll end off on that, man, because the days are evil, man. We are coming into some evil times, and as the scriptures say, seek the Lord while he may be found. Seek the Lord before the evil days come, man. And the evil days are indeed upon us, man. And the Lord is sending plagues, man. All this deletion that's happening day in and day out. In the past 5 days, we're 5 days in, and there's been hundreds of spirits that went back to the spirit realm, man. It's no joke. You got to.
Yep. This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 14. Wherefore he said, "Awake, thou that sleepeth, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach Yahawashi shall give thee light. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise."
And get the last one. The
16.
next one, yeah. What?
Redeeming the time, because the days are evil.
Right. Buying back the time, right? That means that's what the word redeem means, to buy back, right? Not wasting your time. You know, seek the Lord while he may be found. Put not off from day to day, as the scripture says, Sirach, what's that, 5 and 7, if I'm not mistaken. For the Lord comes suddenly, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. The Lord is coming as a thief in the night. Apostle Paul said, you know, that day will not overcome you. Why? Because we've been watching. But it's going to overcome those that haven't been paying attention, because they got their head up their ass. They're too busy worried about, Super Bowl coming up, and all this, oh, I'm going to go get the bag. I'm worried about this bitch over here, this, that, and the third. So they're going to be, taken as a thief in the night, because they're not watching, man. The Lord said, blessed is he that when he comes shall find him so doing. You're supposed to be paying attention. You're supposed to be locked in to the scriptures. And that's why as the brother was bringing out, Brother Shemaine was mentioning, that the apostles are bringing out things, to do more lessons, man. Just really to stay locked in the spirit, man, because we really don't have no time to be playing games, man. Just to be, and I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, we gotta stay tapped in, man, because at any moment everything will switch, and these devils could just have us off the streets, man. Right. And that's why you brothers and sisters out there, or the Lord could take us out. Yeah. Right. The hands of living power. Right. Can't be lukewarm out here. Right. So we got to continue to pray, fast, ask the Lord for mercy constantly, man. The prayers of the righteous pierces the clouds, as the scriptures say, man. So we hope and pray that we're of that number, man. You got something?
Yeah,
you got something too?
Okay. This is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6. Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise, which having no God or overseer or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. Right? That's being circumspect, getting ready and watching, preparing for the coming of the Lord. Man.
Right. Excellent point, bro. You know, you're supposed to be prudent, man. A prudent man perceiveth the evil and hideth himself, man. So if you're prudent, you're always watching. You know, you're always examining yourself. You're always making sure you're to the best of your ability, being the best servant that you can unto Yahawah Yahawashi, and doing what's appeasing to Yahawah Yahawashi, that you might obtain mercy, man. And you hideth yourself by seeking the covering of Yahawah Yahawashi under their names. The righteous run it. You know, the names of the Lord are a strong tower. The righteous run it into it and are safe, man.
That's right.
You know, so you seeking your power, you know, and seeking, you know, protection, you know, and ultimately deliverance, man, from all these said perils that are on the horizon, man.
That's right. It's the book of 1 Peter 5 and 6. Humble yourself, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your cares upon him, for he careth for you.
Mm-hmm.
Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Right. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, Esau eating the so-called white man,
as a roaring lion,
seeking whom he may devour, man.
That's right.
You know, and as the scriptures say, you know, they lay snares for us, man. You know, they hide in secret places, and they sleep. They lose sleep unless they cause something to fall, man. You know, they pursued us upon the mountains, man. You know, these devils are hell bent on destroying the Israelites, man, because they want their blessing back, man.
Right.
The Lord issued a challenge to them, and they accepted that challenge. He said, if you can count the stars, and you know, how did it go? You see the depths of the ocean,
Right.
then he would cast his people off. These devils actually tried it. Yeah, they actually tried to do it, man. They're still trying to do it as we speak.
We count this as the sand. If you could count
If they count us, yeah, right,
the sands,
as the sands of the sea, man. You know, and these devils actually try to do it, man, showing their level of hatred towards you Israelites, man. You know, so knowing that, you know, that these devils are soon to be destroyed, you should be seeking the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, don't worry about how's it go. Don't worry about the way how the wicked shall be destroyed, or roughly paraphrasing. But ask about how to attain the kingdom of heaven. Roughly paraphrasing. I definitely butchered that. The water. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. I know that's another one I'm thinking about. Ask not thou how the wicked shall be judged. I think that's how it goes.
2 Ezra 9 and 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, and whose the world is, and for whom the world is created.
Right, so worry about how you can get salvation, man, and how we could be saved, man. And this, you know, once again, is the hopeful year of salvation, man. You know, we hope and pray that we're of that number, and we hope and pray that we witness the downfall and destruction and judgment of our enemies, man.
That's right.
You know, brothers, got anything? Got anything, bro? So with that, you know, we hope and pray that you brothers and you few sincere sisters were edified. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught us the truth. Salutations, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning. Fighting this good fight of faith. Keep fighting, keep striving, keep pushing. Keep the faith. Keep the course. We're almost out of here, brothers and sisters. And salutation to our fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, we want to say shalom.
Shalom.
I want to say ababa ball. And kwam yashara. Hey, shalom, brothers and sisters. To the next one.